Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon, artist and spiritualist. I wanted to wish you a good day. I hope you traverse this portal of the solstice. It is the day where there is the longest night and the shortest day in the North Hemisphere. And I thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I thank you very much for sharing, for commenting, and for your likes and for your donations. I wanted to discuss some ideas. First, I hope that they will resonate with you, but it's very, very important to realize that we have to open up to the unity field in to open our telepathy. It is a network, a unity. It's actually vast and grandiose. It's an open source. Everybody's connected to that, whether they are telepathic or not. But at first, it's much easier to use telepathy to communicate with our guides, with the company of heavens, with the archangel, the ascended masters, because they're very receptive and they have mastered that. So it is an open source, and the deeper we are connected to the soul of someone, the easier it is to communicate on the telepathic level. So the more someone is in alignment with our personal ascension and mission. The thing is like if you, sometimes it is our soul that communicates telepathically. Sometimes I feel like I want to send a thought to somebody, but my soul is sending a completely different message to somebody else. So it's like I have to trust that my higher self knows what's right for me. And when you want to use telepathy, sometimes people are not really receptive, so you send it to the higher self of the person through your intention, and the person will get the message. Another advantage in telepathy is that there is a universal translator. You can send any message to anyone in any language, they will receive it in their own language. It is something that we'll learn to. Everything in the higher planes is communicated through telepathy. At first, we communicate through words, through phrases and so on, but eventually we'll be able to communicate through holographic images or holographic stories even. There was a very advanced civilization that will come back very soon. It's like beings I'm deeply connected to. They are the Ra collective from the Egyptian family of gods, and those beings, those higher beings, they were giant beings that came into the earth at some point, and they used to have a technology called the Ankh. It was the circle of spirit connected to the cross of matter, and they used to carry that technology, and whenever they needed to send a very clear message to somebody, they would send their messages inside the circle, and then the person that was intended to receive it would receive it from that, and will develop similar technologies in the future. But through the unified field, we're already connected. So it's like understand we have this I am presence, that divine spirit that is the monitor, that's called the mystery monitor, the thought adjuster, that is the spirit of God, that is the minister of all that is going through our consciousness, and also that monitors and that filters in relationship to the coherence of our life, what comes to us in our telepathic communications. Yet our guides and all the company of heaven are moderator. They can intervene sometimes for the highest good. They can add things, or they can transform things, or they can prevent things from coming out. That is not really the wisdom of things. So just continue to cultivate this sense of your connected self and your telepathic ability. Trust that it will happen more and more. Personally, I was very, very uncomfortable yesterday. I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat. I was like completely shaken up. But there is great. It's necessary when we're going through those moments. It's not enjoyable, but it's like it's removing blockages. It is limited patterns, old beliefs and habits that we need to get rid of for this ascension. I'm gonna pull a card. So it's like I couldn't come to make a video yesterday, although Spirit was asking me to do that. And the card of the day is rest. It's the time of the nap. So it's very important to be able to rest. That's what I needed to do, to rest, to recuperate, to regenerate. It's a very powerful time to regenerate and to relax. For there is a great event that is coming, but everyone will a cosmic event that's gonna break all kinds of paradigms. Yet this cosmic event is not. everybody will receive it differently and at his own rhythm. It's not going to happen all at once for everybody. It's going to be the soul and the spirits are going to monitor that to deliver the information so it serves the highest good of all. And right now, there's many governments that are opposing all kinds of revelation and disclosure, mostly about the galactic family, that are framing the experience ever since we fall into duality and the fall of grace. 12,000 years ago, 26,000 years ago, whatever. Mainly, they've been surrounding this experience and they've been protecting the earth and assisting from behind the veil. And many governments are opposing that because they're going to be losing a lot of their power. And right now, they're all they're all trying to wondering what are they going to tell people about all that they've been because they've been knowing about that, about the galactics for a very long time, but they're going to have to reveal it to the people. But that means that they've been lying to them for a very long time. So they're all trying to find a way, an angle, so they can still keep some kind of credibility. And so so it's like a lot of it is going to be revealed in very soon. Understanding we're already traveling into the higher planes, into the other dimension, other planets, other civilization we're visiting. We're going to the ships. When we sleep, we have this double life, and we're not always allowed to get the information, but more and more we will. It's very important to have no fear at all about the future. Because the future is brilliant and bright. We're moving into this paradise earth. If we choose it, a lot of people will want to continue in this catastrophic pain and suffering because the soul is not ready to let go of that. But that's really, there is this opportunity to move into this paradise dimension, this paradise earth. And it's important to make the priority of what comes from within and above, what is coherent with your own life path, your soul plan, your own timeline. And for that, we have to do this conscious breathing, to breathe more and more consciously, to breathe with God. Go on to say that every breath you take is a breath that you take consciously with the Creator. We have to, all the dark plans are about to fall. All the serpentine power will be removed in the coming years. It's like there is no choice about that. And this big event will reveal far more to everyone than they ever dreamed or expected possible. That's part of the how the universe works. They will hide a lot of things for a very long time, and then clarity comes. The card of the day from the Akash, the memories, is the vessel. It talks about great adventures. It talks about crossing the great waters. So it's going to be quite exciting. I wanted to discuss the fact that the universe is infinitely complex. The universe of universes, no matter how much we know, we have to stay humble because there is so much more to know. And even on the higher planes, there is a lot of things that they do not know. But there is one thing that makes everything simple. In all ways, everywhere, on all dimensions, it is surrendering to the will of God. Because to God, everything is simple. It's like He has all the keys and all the codes, and He knows all about how the celestial mechanism works and everything. So it's like this is how the spirit world works. It's like they have a certain level of responsibility within their consciousness and their level of creation, but they're surrendering everything else to the will of God because they know that God takes care, has already all of that handled. So it is like, because God can move from simplicity to complexity, from individual to collective, from past to future, with a great deal of ease. But for us, it's like it takes a lot of, it takes some getting used to tune in to this higher frequency. Remember, I am the light of the world. It's what Joshua, the Christ, Jesus was explaining to the world. We have this collective Messiah that's awakening. I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, and the way. It's like my Father and I are one. When he said that for himself, it is for everyone. It's just a matter of integrating this Christos Sophia, awakening the power of divine love and divine power and divine wisdom. So it is important to balance out the ethereal spiritual and the material practical, our universal divine perfect self with the imperfection of our human nature. Spirit, understand that. So do not judge yourself for your personal limitations. Just continue to remove as many as possible to tune into the frequency of the divine within yourself. and to be methodical, to move step by step. For a long time in my creation of my art, I was very expressionist. I was like, either it passes or it breaks, it works or it doesn't work. But now I'm much more methodical. Doesn't mean that I have to leave space for spontaneity, but to have to be a little bit methodical, to move step by step, and continue to seek to do the will of God, the inner guidance. It is very important to realize that there is no key, there is no rule book for that, because it changes all the time. It teaches us to be very flexible, and what is the will of God at any given moment may be different to what is the will of God at any other moment. So, and this inner guidance doesn't always make sense or feel logical, but there is always higher wisdom behind it. And sometimes I'm like trying to negotiate with my higher self because I don't understand something and it wants to. So I'm like, well, but at the end, it's like I have to surrender to it. And and from the sky there is an increased activity from the galactics, from all the forces of the higher intelligence of the universe, from the galactic planes. They're going to increase their activity in the skies, but there are also many other sources that will make objects appear in the sky. From this like secret military program, the secret space program. There is all kinds of positive and negative. You have to see in terms of frequency. That's what telepathy. If it's drawn, there is no way you can just feel the energy of the thing. If it's like weaponized, it's not part of the light. But if there is people or beings within those flying object, if they are enlightened, they are telepathically open, so you can create this communication, and you can ascertain the frequency of each of those sightings. And but do not let yourself be distracted by all those trivial things that you see in the sky. It is your ascension, your well-being. You take a priority to this presence of God within you, and very important, because the whole point is to transmute this gross energy, the heavy gross energy, into refined, pure spiritual energy of the light of the Creator. And so focus on your attention rather than be distracted by all the matrix things of it's interesting to look at all the political scene. It is quite. I'm just offering you what I think is very essential and important. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Moon Oracle. The observer of the day says adjustment is required, so just continue to adjust, to make those adjustments. Very important. We're going to move into this year of the snake, so we're going to have new skin, we're going to change. It's like this year was a variant year of the dragon. It was about refinement, all kinds of detail. The dragon is very perfectionist. We thought we had it worked out, but there was all kinds of details, and there may still be details to work out, so just continue your adjustment. The higher wisdom is the answer you need are coming. So know that it is coming, and just be at peace and be in receptive mode. Breathe with God. And what we need to understand is what needs to be released. So it's very much, there's certain things that needs to be released in order to make space for what is to come. What we need to do is surrender to the divine. So it's surrender to the divine. And the outcome will be confidence is the key to success. We're getting into this sense of self, this sense of empowerment, this sense of sovereignty. So we're going to get much more confidence in what we're doing. We shouldn't doubt ourselves in any event. We should be confident. For Ganesh, let's see what Ganesh wants to say today. He talks about courage. To have the courage to be yourself, to continue to develop your lucidity and your compassion, that will definitely unfold more and more courage. Then I'm going to pull one card from the Wisdom of the Ocean. And here we have inner desires. It's very important to understand your inner desire. There's desires from the ego, the body, the senses. Those are like really something we need to. And they have deep desire. The deep desire is what the will of God is. It's the engine of evolution. It's really what drives our life. So it's important to pay attention to the desire of the soul. And it says, see if I can read it. Set some intentions. You are entering into a phase of plenty, or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. So what we've been asking for is really, I mean, within our grasp now. So just be ready to receive it in humility and and gratitude. So just be ready for great changes that are on the works, but positive changes that will change everything for us in a permanent way. It will be quick. It will be permanent, and it will be complete. What's coming is completely different. So the card of the day is the aura of love. And the card says, union of the light, the union of the light of the night of the earth and the sky, the balance between the soul and the animal, between a higher nature and lower nature, the fusion between two souls. Identify the aspect of the masculine and feminine within yourself, the yin and the yang, to create a perfect balance. Everything in the universe, in this world of duality, everything is created in the physical realm between the yin and the yang, from the biggest galaxy to the smallest particles. And everything is seeking balance and harmony, which is like a form of sexuality. God is infinitely sexual through that. He creates sexuality within every atom, within every being, and he enjoys all things. So it's about finding the balance of energy within ourselves as well. So it's very much the yin and the yang. You can call on them, call on the yin and the yang, those great, the intelligent forces that are always unified, the light within the dark and the dark within the light, and they are observer, they are balancing out on the universal level. They are universal logos. It's known as the Tao. I'm sure you've seen this symbol. And those beings, I met them. They're really amazing, intelligent beings that are always balance things out. So there is actually, it's beyond good and evil. It's just the dark and the light are perfectly balanced. So just as you invoke this power of balance, as perfect harmony, the more you realize you are the light of the world, the more you realize I am that I am the truth, I am the light, I am the way. The more you convince, you anchor those energy within yourself, it will remove everything that needs to come up to the consciousness to be released will come up, but it will be released and be replaced by this sense of harmony, and the energy are being refined each and every day. Well, I hope this resonates with you. I'm going to pull a few more cards with the angel. I'm going to finish with a song, the angel deck, and I'm going to sing a song that's called Angel. It's come from Jimi Hendrix. It goes like this. Angel come down from heaven yesterday. She stayed with me just long enough to rescue me. And she tells me a story yesterday about the love between the moon and a deep blue sea. And she spread a wing high over me, and she say, I shall return tomorrow. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel. Tomorrow I will feel you by my side. And sure enough, this morning comes to me, where silver wing silhouette against the glow of a child's sunrise. And as the bluebird and sparrows envy me, she say, I love you, little boy, and today you shall fly. She kissed me once, and the feeling so good she made me cry. And now we fly together. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel. Fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel. Together we shall always be alive. So do not forget, you have a guardian angel. It's a divine being, someone with a lot of humor. Well, usually angel works in pair, but if you're a man, your angel will manifest in a feminine form. If you're a woman, your angel will manifest in a masculine form. but they are very they're very settled. They're not the easiest spirit to see or perceive the energy. They're very settled, but they're wonderful. And we have many angels. We've been given extra angels to assist us in our mission as we ascend, as we grow, as our power and mission becomes more universal. Let's say we are given legions of angels eventually. So call on the angels. They're wonderful beings. They're like mathematical genius. But they also have a very great sense of humor. They're very light, and your angels are really the ones that are dealing with all the relationships, as well as romantic relationships or social relationships. Just ask your angel what you need, and they will assist you in making that happen. Well, let's see what. Well, the observer of the day is the light. For angels are light beings. They don't have a physical material wings or anything like that. They're just ethereal beings, the spark of divine consciousness. And there are more angels than mortal beings. So just well, thank God. The higher wisdom is the encountering, the meeting. We're going to be meeting people that are going to be very important to our plans, and we're going to be meeting. There's all kinds of meetings that are unfolding, that are preparing themselves for the next step of the unfoldment of God's plan. What we need to understand is authenticity, to sign on self, be true. If you're true to yourself, you can never be untrue to anybody else, for there's only one truth. That's from Hamlet. But to be authentic, to be true, it's not always easy, because God knows that sometimes we want something, but our mind thinks it's something else, and so we might deviate. Sometimes we can lie to ourselves. We do not want to blame ourselves. We just want to always adjust, to return to the most sincere. There is 3 keys to ascension, to spirituality. Sincerity is the first one. More sincerity is the second one, and even more sincerity is the third one. Those are keys to ascension. What we need to do is healing. We're going to need to heal all the parts of ourselves, whether it's etheric, it's emotional, it's mental, it's physical. We're going to need to heal all of that to feel the complete fulfillment. But as we are whole, we see ourselves already whole. It's just everything. The body is like an oven. If you don't use it, it will self-heal, it will self-clean. And the outcome will be justice. We're going to be returning to a sense of justice, fairness for all. It's like it's been gone from the earth a long time, but we're here to bring about this divine balance and equilibrium. It's all about balance. Justice is just a balance. Well, I hope, my friends, you're having a good day. I thought I'd come and say hello. I will return shortly, and I wish you a wonderful day. A continuing passage into for another few days. We'll be into this solstice energy. We'll be receiving downloads, and we're preparing ourselves for this coming year of this breakthrough year of 2025. I thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.